Yo. Welcome back to another episode of Industry's Top 10 with your favorite host, David Sincere. Y'all, today is Halloween. Happy Halloween to everybody out there. I know everybody is celebrating, getting their costumes together, getting ready for the parties tonight, getting ready to go trick-or-treating. Happy Halloween, everybody. Please stay safe. I know they don't throw eggs anymore. Back in the day, we used to throw eggs, but we don't do that anymore. We just kind of know, trick-or-treat, get a little candy, and go to a lot of parties and look really, really dope, really transform into these characters. Yo, Halloween is really one of my favorite holidays because, you know, being a dancer and an actor and an entertainer, you like to dress up and you like to, play a role of something else or somebody else, and to be able to do that on a full day and at a party is so dope. You know what I mean? Because I'll be committed from my dancing and everything. This year though, I don't even know what I want to be yet. I still got time today to go get an outfit because I'm in California right now, y'all. Usually I do the show from New York, but I'm in LA right now and doing the show from LA. But I'm trying to figure out what am I going to wear today for these Halloween events. But you know, that's another story. I'm gonna figure it out. But last year I was Michael Jackson. Or was that 2 years ago? Because, you know, COVID done cut things off. It's just so crazy. I be losing track of time. But nah, this year, I've seen a lot of people went to a lot of Halloween parties last night, Saturday, because, you know, today's Sunday. And, you know, Halloween hit a weekend. So everyone did their party Saturday. And I seen a lot of dope outfits. Shout out to all those outfits. I've seen people do the Addams Family. I've seen Harley Quinn. My girl Bianca did Harley Quinn. Yeah, it's been so many dope things. And yesterday I actually went to the Smack Rap Battle, and you know, it was really, really dope. You know what I mean? That was my first time actually at one of those battles, and they was going ham in there. It was really, really dope. I got to get more into it, get more in tune, because the bars was there, the crowd, the hype, the energy. It was really, really fly. So many things going on in the industry right now, you know what I'm saying? I just want to go through a little, industry news real quick. So one thing I know, my girl Ashanti, I heard that she just got the rights to all her masters, and she's about to re-release her first album and re-record and re-release, which should be really, really dope. Hopefully she flipped them songs up a little bit here and there, because, you know, we liked Ashanti's first album. See, my days are cold without you. You know what I'm saying? That was fire. She used the Biggie beat, and so it's dope to see her that she got her masters and she's about to do that. And y'all know right now, Ashanti's on tour right now. She's on the Millennium Tour with Bow Wow and B2K and, what's that other group, Pleasure P? Nah, Pretty Ricky. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they all on tour right now. So I've been seeing Ashanti up there doing her thing with her female dancers. It looked like she's probably the only female on the tour, but she's definitely up there killing it, looking great as usual. I actually got to catch the tour one of these days so I could catch Omarion doing his challenge, because I'm sure he got that challenge in there, because that's so viral right now. That Omarion challenge is hilarious. A little sad news from Alec Baldwin. I mean, I know y'all guys heard in the news that he was shooting the movie, and doing a scene shooting a gun, he ended up killing one of the producers on the film, which is crazy because the gun was supposed to be a blank and not loaded, but it ended up having a bullet and killing somebody. So they're working through this whole investigation and case about this, and they're gonna find somebody to blame. But at the end of the day, we gotta be more safe out here. And yeah, it's looking really, really bad. And rest in peace to the young lady that passed. And yeah, prayers go out to her family and stuff. And hopefully they figure this out, because this is definitely a tragedy in the film industry. And talking about the film industry, I know there's a lot of new shows out. I know I talked about it before. The Zeus Network is one of my favorite networks right now that, Ray J produces a lot of shows on there. And One More Chance of Love is back. Y'all know Chance from I Love New York. I Love New York is from Flavor of Love. And she had her spin-off show, I Love New York. And one of her contestants, Chance, had his spin-off show, One More Chance of Love, which is now on Zeus Network. And it's really, really dope. You get to see the girls fighting for his love. Another thing on Zeus Network I've been watching is The Conversation. So The Conversation is also a show where they get people together it's non-scripted, and they get people that have rivals or beef to sit down and do a one-on-one conversation to talk about their issues. And usually it ends up in a fight at the end, and then they break it up. I don't ever really see no resolution in the show, but it's really, really dope. The last one I watched was the Bad Girls Club one with Natalie and all a whole bunch of bad girls, and Natalie ended up fighting one of the girls, and it ended like that. But the next one should be really, really funny, because it's Roland Ray and Bobby Light. And you know they both kind of like troll on the internet a lot, and they are very, very funny. So that should be really, really good to just hear their punchlines and see how they come for each other, because you know that's what we love on TV. We love the drama. Another show that I've been really, really watching. I've been kind of flipping back and forth between two shows, catching up on a series. So on Netflix, I've been watching You, because You just came out with season 3. And then I've been watching the new episodes of Wentworth. I love Wentworth. And I love You. Those are two great shows to watch on Netflix if you have not seen them yet. Wentworth is about on 8 seasons. And the other one, You, is on the 3rd season, and it's really, really dope. You is about a stalker that, like, in his mind, he's with this girl, and then if anybody like dates her or try to like mess with her or anything, he ends up killing her. He ends up killing. He just does a whole bunch of killing, and so does the girl. She ends up killing like the girlfriend. It's just, you gotta watch it. The way the story twists is so dope. And then Wentworth is like a jail movie. It reminds me of if you know from back in the day, Dangerous Women, or even like if you're new school, Orange is the New Black. It's like one of those shows, but a little more serious than Orange is the New Black. Not as much jokes. There's more thrills and fights and kills and that too. Yeah, I like the action drama movies. So if you have not seen those series yet, go check them out. They're really good. I promise you, I will not steer you wrong. You will probably be back hitting me up like, yo, Sincere, you was right. That was my joint. That was so dope. You know what I mean? I like to discuss it with you guys. So, you know what I mean? Like, talk to me in the comments. You know what I mean? Leave some reviews. You could DM me. Y'all know my IG at David Sincere Aiken. You can also reach me or listen to the show on the HausHill Media app. We on Spotify. We on iTunes. We on all platforms. So y'all gotta check us out. Please leave me some stars, some reviews, and some comments. I need them, guys. I need them. And thank you again for just supporting me and being here listening to my top 10 show. And for those of you who are new, Industry Top 10 is basically a top 10 countdown that I do, where I go pick any list out of anything, any category, any topic in the industry, and I break it down into my favorites. You know what I mean? I go from 10 to 1. And yeah, it's really, really dope. I go from singers to rappers to actors, characters, and a whole bunch of different, like, you know, topics when I do that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, before we get too crazy, bring it back to the Smack Festival. I finally kind of, I don't want to say I met Drake, but I seen Drake in person for the first time. He was at the Smack Festival, you know what I mean? You know, it's his birthday, OVO, you know what I'm saying? October's very young, so happy birthday to Drake, and also a birthday shout out to Monica. Her birthday just passed. We into Scorpio season now, so Scorpios, we gonna let y'all get y'all time now. Shout outs to the Scorpios. Happy birthday, turn up. Y'all know one of the parts of the show that I like to do, well, one of the new parts I like to do is the artist spotlight. You know what I'm saying? So I wanna spotlight an artist every week. It could be a new artist, it could be an old artist. It's just me spotlighting an artist that touched me. You know what I'm saying? Period. So we're gonna spotlight an artist today. So get ready for my spotlight of the day. Let's get it. Lucky Day. I know you guys heard of Lucky Day. Lucky Day is really, really dope. He actually has a single out called Shoulda, featuring Babyface. I think it was produced by Babyface, and they got the it's like a remake of Tony Braxton's Love Shoulda Brought You Home Last Night. Shoulda been with me, baby. That's a dope song. I love it. Lucky Day can really, really sing. He got riffs and runs. I actually feel like him and Giveon is going to be going up against each other a lot, because they are that new generation of R&B music, bringing that kind of feeling back, and it's really dope. Another song I like from Lucky Day is Like I Want You Too Much. That's a great song. Y'all have to go listen to it. And then he has a new song and a new video out called Over, and he did a remake of Music Soul Child's Love. No, not love. It's the one la 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 la. That song. My love gone half crazy. He did a remake of Half Crazy, which is really dope. The video's dope. He got a little TikTok challenge in there, but he's like changing clothes while he's doing movement. It's really dope. Y'all look out for Lucky Day. He's a dope artist and he's going to be big. I can see it now. And usually I'm right about this. Most of the times I'm right about this. And I really see him having a really, really big, great future in this industry because he is really doing it. And he got great music and he's a dope vocalist. So shout out to my artist spotlight of the day, Lucky Day. All right. Now, I'm ready to get into this countdown. It's Halloween, and I'm excited. So what I decided to do for the Halloween countdown today is the top 10 90s cartoons of all time. You know what I'm saying? Because, usually I do the Halloween scary characters, but, a lot of people have been being like cartoon characters and stuff lately. So I wanted to do the top 10 90s cartoons of all time. And I'm ready to get into it. I be like going through so many lists and be wishing that certain titles and certain things to be on the list, but I only could pick 10. So don't judge me too hard. I always tell y'all that. But let's get ready for industry's top 10 countdown, the top 10 90s cartoons of all time on this special Halloween day. I'm your boy, David Sincere, and this is industry's top 10. All right. So y'all know, for today we're gonna do the top 90 cartoons of all time. I'm excited about this cartoon. I'm excited about this episode because I love cartoons. I feel like this is nostalgia for me. It's like I'm bringing back in like my childhood. I'm tapping into my childhood. I feel like I'm watching these shows again. I'm about to be on YouTube like, yo, oh my God, I missed this show. You know what I'm saying? So, but before I start my top 10, I want to give some honorable mentions. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's a couple of, things I'm going to be like, why he ain't put that on the list? Like, why he ain't put Thundercats on the list? Why he ain't put, like, Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, Flintstones, and The Simpsons? But I didn't put those things on the list because although they played through the 90s, they came out before the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to kind of stick with the 90s shows, even though, like, a lot of shows were so dope that played through the 90s that came out a little bit before. But I tried to stay kind of close to the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't see things like I said, like Popeyes or Garfield or like Chip and Dale or like stuff like that, is because it probably came out way before. But I still like those shows. Don't get it twisted. I still like those shows. I was watching them. I was a cartoon boy. I was one of those cartoon boys that used to watch the cartoons. Then I would have to go buy the toy. And then if there was a comic book, I would have the comic book. If there was like a baseball card to it too, I would get the cards. Like I was one of those kids that was into the cartoons. I even drew them in school. I used to get in trouble for drawing on test papers, like drawing cartoons of like animations and stuff of people I like. It's crazy. Low key, if I wasn't like a performer, like a physical performer, dancer, rapper, singer, actor, I probably would be an artist. Like I probably would be somebody that does animation for cartoons or like comic books and stuff, because I love to draw and I love to color. So that definitely would be somewhere that's like in the things I like to do. You know what I'm saying? But, right now, let's keep the focus. It's Halloween. Let's keep the focus and let's get into these top 10 90s cartoons of all time on industry's top 10 countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the industry's top 10.
Are you ready for my countdown? Ready for my count? Are you ready for my countdown? Ready for the count? Are you ready for my countdown? Ready for the count? For my countdown, ready for my countdown. This is the industry's top 10 show. This is the industry's countdown show. This is the industry's top 10 show. This is the industry's countdown show. I got a list of my best. Respect to the rest, but I gotta get the shit off my chest. I got the singers, the rappers, the dancers, and actors. Put them all in categories. Spit a few chapters. This is my show, so I do the most. Say my name.
David Sincere.
Yeah, I'm the host. I got it on lock, and I'm never gonna stop. Y'all ready for my countdown? Let's take it from the top. 10. Are you ready for my countdown? Ready for my count? Are you ready for my countdown? Ready for the count? Are you ready for my countdown? Ready for the count? For my countdown, ready for my countdown. This is the industry's top 10 show. This is the industry's countdown show. This is the industry's top 10 show. This is the industry's countdown show. Starting at number 10, we have Hey Arnold. I remember Hey Arnold. Yo, football head. Hey Arnold is an American animated comedy television series created by Craig Bartlett. It first aired on Nickelodeon on October 7th, 1996. Close to my birthday, to June 8th, 2004. The show centers on a fourth grader named Arnold Shortman who lives with his grandparents in an inner city tenement. Episodes center on his experiences navigating urban life while dealing with the problems he and his friends encounter. Hey Arnold is a dope show. Make sure y'all go watch that. I used to draw his pictures too, him and his crew's pictures. Hey Arnold is number 10 on Industry's Top 10 for 90s cartoons of all time. Let's go. We moving today, y'all. Going right into number 9. Number 9, I gave it to Doug. Yo, y'all know Doug. Doug was definitely a dope show, another Nickelodeon show. Meet Douglas Yancey Funny, who just moved to Bluffington with his parents. Like, he was really, really dope. Like, Doug was crazy with it. Doug is an American animated television series created by Jim Jenkins and produced by Jumbo Pictures. The show focuses on the early adolescent life of its title character, Douglas Doug Funny, who experiences common predicaments while attending school in his new hometown of Bluffington. Doug narrates each story in his journal and the show incorporates many imagination sequences. The series addresses numerous topics including trying to fit in, platonic and romantic relationships, self-esteem, bullying, and rumors. Many episodes centers on Doug's attempts to impress his classmate and crush, Patty Mayonnaise. Doug was definitely a dope popular show. It had 7 seasons, you know what I'm saying? So I had to throw him on this list as number 9. Moving forward to number 8. Number 8 on Industry's Top 10 90s cartoons of all time goes to Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck is another dope classic cartoon. I know y'all remember Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck is an American animated superhero comedy television series produced by Disney Television Animation, formerly Walt Disney Television Animation, that first ran from 1991 to 1992 on both syndicated programming blocks, the Disney Afternoon and Saturday mornings on ABC. A total of 91 episodes were aired. It features the adventures of Darkwing Duck, who is the superheroic alter ego of ordinary suburban Duck Drake Millard. Although people thought that it was a spinoff of the DuckTales, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? They was actually in 2 different universes. You know what I'm saying? But they were all ducks. So people were like, oh, it's a spinoff, but it wasn't a spinoff. It was like 2 different worlds, honestly. So Darkwing Duck is definitely on this list as number 8. Number 7 on Industry's Top 10 90 cartoons of all time goes to Earth, Fire, Wind, Water, Heart, Go Planet. My powers combine, I am Captain Planet. Yes, Captain Planet is number 7 on my list, one of my favorites. I used to love Captain Planet. I always wanted to be a Planeteer. Captain Planet and the Planeteers is an American animated environmentalist superhero television series created by Barbara Powell and Ted Turner. The series was produced by Turner Program Services and United States broadcast on TBS from September 15, 1990 to December 5, 1992, and United Kingdom broadcast on TV-AM from 1991 to 1992. And it was on the Cartoon Network from 94 to 1999. A sequel series, The New Adventures of Captain Planet, was produced by Hanna-Barbera Cartoons and distributed by Turner Program Services in September 11, 1993 to May 11, 1996. Both series continue today in syndication. The program is a form of, advocates, environmentalism, and, they're known for having a number of famous actors providing voice for the villains, which is so fire. The show spawned a franchise consisting of charity and video games. Captain Planet was big. I feel like Captain Planet was one of those shows that, was able for us to get, the Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying? Because you had those 5 members that were fighting and stuff, and they had 2 girls and 3 guys, and it's kind of like the Power Rangers kind of did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But Captain Planet had the rings, Earth, Fire, Wind, Water, Heart, and then the Power Rangers had the dinosaurs like Brontosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely reminded me of each other, and I love Captain Planet and the Planeteers. It was really, really dope. You know what I'm saying? And it taught kids good lessons about cleaning up and keeping the environment clean and fighting pollution. Yeah, so Captain Planet is number 7. All right, y'all, moving along. Number 6 on Industry's Top 10 90 cartoons of all time. Man, this is so hard because this should probably be number 1. But nah, number 6. Gotta go to my boy Batman. I'm talking the old school one, but the animated series, I'm talking about the Batman animated series was fire. Batman, the animated series, is an American superhero animated television series based on the DC Comics superhero Batman, developed by Bruce Timm, Paul Dini, and Mitch Bryant, and produced by Warner Brothers Animation. It originally aired on Fox Kids from September 5th, 1992 to September 15, 1995, with a total of 85 episodes. For the final 20 episodes, the series was given the on-screen title, The Adventures of Batman and Robin, which was also used for reruns of earlier episodes. The series became the first in the continuity of the shared DC animated universe, spawning further animated TV series, feature films, comic books, video games, and most of the same creative talent was involved in all, you know what I'm saying, which was really, really dope. That's how you build a team and you make money, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Batman, you already know how big the Batman franchise is, you know what I'm saying? But we're focused on the 90s cartoon, so the Batman animated series is definitely on my list as number 6 for industry's top 10 90 cartoons of all time, period. All right, moving along. Number 5 on industry's top 10 90 cartoons of all time goes to another one of my favorites, the X-Men. I used to love the X-Men. And Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, Jean, Professor X. I probably know all of the Marvel characters because I was a big, huge Marvel fan. Like I told you, I used to collect the comic books, the cars, the toys, all of that. I'm a huge Marvel X-Men fan. X-Men, also known as X-Men the Animated Series, is a Canadian-American superhero animated television series which debuted on October 31st, 1992. So actually in 1992, it aired today on Halloween. That's crazy. In the United States on the Fox Kids network, X-Men was Marvel Comics' second attempt at an animated X-Men TV series after the pilot X-Men Pride of the X-Men was not picked up. You know what I'm saying? So it took a while, but y'all see how big X-Men have gotten from the freaking cartoon animated series to now we got the movies? But it came from a comic book and all the comics and the cards and stuff, and now it's movies. Like, it's real movies. They turned these superheroes into real people. Like, I would love to be an X-Men. Like, for real, for real. Like, I think it's really, 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 really dope, like, to have this concept of having superpowers and saving the world and all of that stuff. And I know for Halloween, there's gonna probably be so many people being different X-Men characters. It's so dope. You know what I mean? Like, and if you haven't been to Comic-Con before, go to Comic-Con if you're into that stuff because they have the real costumes. And you just see the people that's really in the costumes, it's like, you make you feel like you probably really in the Marvel world, for real. You know? So X-Men is definitely number 5 on my list for industry's top 10 90s cartoons of all time. All right, now we at number 4. Coming at number 4, I gotta sing the theme song because I love this theme song. Yeah, I know it too. Sing along with me. It's time for Animaniacs. Yeah, I don't know the words. I know I never know the words. It's Animaniacs, totally zany. It's Animaniacs. Those are the facts. Yeah. Animaniacs was definitely another show that I used to run home from school to watch after school. Animaniacs was hilarious. It was like a variety show of cartoons, so they had so many characters and so many different shows within the one little show. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? Wacko, Yakko, and Dot. Y'all know Animaniacs. Animaniacs is an American animated comedy musical television series created by Tom Ruegger for Fox Broadcasting Company's Fox Kids block before moving to the WB in 1995 as part of its Kids WB afternoon programming block. Until the series ended on November 14, 1998, it is the second animated series produced by Steven Spielberg in association with Warner Brothers Animation after Tiny Toon Adventures. Ding, 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 ding. Which I'm gonna get to in a few because you know Tiny Toons is on my list too. But Animaniacs, it initially ran a total of 99 episodes along with the feature-length film Animaniacs Wacko's Wish. Reruns later aired on Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Discovery Family, which was at the time the Hub Network. So yeah, Animaniacs is definitely a dope show, and like I said, it's I kinda gotta come off of Animaniacs. I had to put it number 4 because y'all already know Number 3 on Industry Top 10 90s cartoons gotta go to... Give me the drum roll. Tiny Toons Adventures. Where all the little weenies and you watch cartoons, you're invading your TV. Yeah, Tiny Toon Adventures is another fire show. I actually started watching Tiny Toons on Hulu because they got the series on Hulu now. So I watched it from like the first episode ever, and it just brought me back memories. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know Tiny Toons is like kind of like a spin-off of Looney Tunes. So it's like you got all the Looney Tune characters, but they're kind of younger, more colorful, more funnier, more fun, and more up to date. Tiny Toon Adventures is an American animated comedy television series that was broadcast from September 14, 1990 to December 6, 1992 as the first collaborative effort of Warner Brothers Animation and Steven Spielberg. After being conceived in the late 1980s by Tom Ruegger, the show follows the adventures of a group of young cartoon characters who attend Acme University to become the next generation of characters from the Looney Tunes series. So if you're into Looney Tunes, you would be into Tiny Toons. And if you're into Tiny Toons, if you go back and do your history, you'll be into Looney Tunes because it all kind of like coincides. It's like the same characters but different like feelings to them, you know? So Tiny Toon Adventures is definitely one of my favorites, and that is number 3 on this list. All right, we getting close, y'all. We getting close. We're at number 2. So now y'all know. It was hard. It was so hard to make these choices, I promise you. But number 2 on Industry's Top 10 90s cartoons of all time, I had to give it to... Dun 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 dun. You know what that is? The Rugrats, of course. Rugrats is an American animated television series created by Arlene Klasky, Gabor Crispo, Paul German for Nickelodeon. The show focuses on a group of toddlers, most prominently Tommy, Chucky, Angelica, and twins Phil and Lil, and their day-to-day lives, usually involving life experiences that become much greater adventures in the imaginations of the main characters. So this is one of those shows where the babies are actually talking and leading the show. They're like cartoon babies, but they're running the show. You know? And you know they got parents in there here and there, but the main characters are these babies, and you see their life just goes from left to right, turned upside down through their imagination. It's like they live in grown people's lives as kids through their imagination. It's really, really dope. It's really, really neat. People still are the Rugrat characters to this day, you know? And Angelica, she's like one of those mean characters that just like kind of picks on all the kids, and then you got Susie, the black girl that's on there, so... Yeah, Rugrats is a dope show. And then I know they had a movie, Rugrats All Grown Up, which is another fly thing. So y'all have to do y'all research. Y'all have to go watch Rugrats. Rugrats is dope. It's a good generational show that was out from the 90s to now. People still watch Rugrats and still appreciate Rugrats. So that's why I had to put it as number 2 on my list for Industry's Top 10 90 cartoons of all time. Okay, y'all. So that was 9 already. I'm about to go to number 1. I gave y'all 9 slots already from 10 through 2. And before I get into number 1, y'all know I like to recap and go back. So, to recap on Industry's Top 10 90s cartoons of all time, Halloween special episode, we had number 10, Hey Arnold, 9, Doug, 8, Darkwing Duck, 7, Captain Planet, 6, Batman, 5, X-Men, 4, Animaniacs, 3, Tiny Toons, 2, Rugrats, and the number 1 top 90s cartoon of all time for me on Industry's Top 10 Countdown has to go to, drum roll please, the Ninja Turtles. Turtles in the half shell, total power. Yo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles definitely had to be on my list as number 1 because I grew up on that show like crazy with them characters and playing the video games. You know, Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo. I used to draw their pictures. Yo, Ninja Turtles was huge. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, also known as Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, is an entertainment franchise created in 1983 by American comic book authors Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman. It follows Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo, 4 turtle brothers trained in ninjutsu who fight evil in New York City. So this is the only show that I put on that was actually created in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? But it definitely played through the 90s. And it actually has movies and everything. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that was one of my favorite movies. That's one of my favorite movies. That's one of my favorite shows. You have to get into it. Like, I know, like, times is changing and, you know, they're kind of fading out, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was huge. They were huge at one point. And I know they came back, you know, and they kind of changed up the animation, how they look a little bit. But, man, if you knew how big and crazy people used to go over Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's just crazy. Do your history, because they definitely deserve this #1 spot on Industry's Top 10 today. And y'all, thank y'all so much for listening. You know what I mean? I'm about to go get ready for Halloween. You know what I mean? It's Halloween. Go get your costumes. It's time to turn up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's it for my countdown today. I'll be back next week with some new material, some new countdowns. But right now, I'm about to go party, have some fun out here in LA. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see y'all guys next week. This is Industry's Top 10 with your boy, David Sincere. Thank you, guys. I'm out.
City, keep it litty.
Come on.
Got another one. And another one. I'm on the run. Shikari, bitches.
I'm the best.
I'ma hit the corner like a street performer. I'ma need an EBT.
That's right.
Cause you know your boy is hungry.
Dance my pain away.
I got problems.
Dance my shame away.
I got problems. Rock the pain away.
Whoa.
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 Now here is what I'm going through. My stimulus is done and through. My fridge is empty, got no food. And it's the first my rent is due. COVID-19 me up, ain't got no job, nobody bucks. My light bill due today. I'm blacking out, I'm down on luck.
Dance my pain away.
I got problems.
Dance my shame away.
What we gonna do? Rock the pain away. It don't matter, we rock the pain away. What we do with it? Rock the pain away. Everybody just rock the pain away.
My student loan has escalated. Try to call phone disconnected. Sober, got no licks, no paper. I can't take no shit. My wifey's birthday's today. My side chick tell me she's late. This is not the time, no cake. My water bill is still unpaid. Now I got some clips rolled, harsh, blunt, cough, choke. High ain't nothing getting to me. Dancing like there is no feeling.
Dance my pain away.
I got problems.
Dance my shame away.
I got problems. Rock the pain away.
Whoa.
Rock the pain away.
Whoa.
Rock the pain away. Rock the pain away.
I might flip like Chris, glide through like Usher. My people always told me to apply pressure. At this point, I'm doing anything to get on. I'm going viral. Me, call me on Marion. In the club, yes, I'm Caribbean. When I get low, break hearts like I'm Giveon. Hear me on the radio, see me when the TV on. Show money on the block, cause you know I put the city on. Every time I dance, they all be like, who? You know, with the boo in a brand new shoe. Gray sweatpants, animal print, looking like a zoo.
I see a little silhouette.
Dance my pain away. Dance my shame away.
What we gonna do? Rock the pain away. It don't matter, we rock the pain away. What we do with it? Rock the pain away. Everybody just rock the pain away.
This is serious. We could make you delirious. This is serious. We could make you
Bring in the
delirious.
cat.
This is serious. We could make you delirious. This is serious. Too much of us is dangerous. So dangerous. So dangerous.
Mike.
So dangerous. So dangerous.
Tights on. Turn it up now. Turn it up now. Wild out. Stress, no fight. Come on. Leaving it all behind. Get away. More money, more problems. Time to cry. Never that. Making a move. And my best life. My life. No stress, no fight. I'm leaving it all behind. No tears. It's time for the percolator. No time. It's time for the percolator. Making a move. Pick it up.
Dance my pain away. Dance my shame away.
Rock the pain away. Rock the pain away. Rock the pain away.
So dangerous. So dangerous. So dangerous.